friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are unboxing my June and July OwlCrate boxes that came in. Some of you were asking on my previous OwlCrate box if you were able to purchase these boxes after the fact. You used to be able to before they were selling out of their boxes, but I'd say the last like 2 to 4 months maybe, they've sold out of all the boxes before they were shipping them out. So if you're someone who enjoys like the contents that you've been seeing in these boxes, I would just go ahead and sign up for a month, or at least follow them on their Instagram channel so you can see what books they're including if you only really care about the book, because that way you could always just buy the book or go to the local library and pick it up. But enough talking, let's go ahead and start with the June box. The theme that they went with was Summer Lovin'. Super cute, definitely going to laminate this as I do with most of the OwlCrate cards and hang them up in my windowless classroom. They also, I'd say the last like 5 months have been including these little magazines, which I always like to read because they have information from the author or from different sellers whose items that they have put in these boxes. So they're just like a nice little fun extra. All right, now on to the contents. The first thing that we got was this mason jar mug that says OwlCrate Bookworm and Proud. I think this is so lovely. I do like to put overnight oats in mason jars, but having a handle is so much more convenient. Definitely looking forward to using this. And I think it's a fun, practical bookworm item to put in a box. We were also given a sample of the Riddles Tea Shop and Curiosities. This is apple picking at night. It's summer apple and peach tea. I'm really happy they included a tea in here versus a coffee. I'm really not somebody who drinks a lot of tea or coffee, but some flavors I might like. So I'm definitely gonna ask Ben to make us a batch of this. We got a really beautiful wooden painted bookmark. It says summer was a book of hope. I think this is gorgeous. I have been sticking these in the books I teach at school, so like each book has its own like special OwlCrate bookmark that I own. Then we got in here this really cute cactus pen. I love fun like pens that I can have at my desk or like when I'm taking notes. Anything with like a little bit of pizzazz, I'm all about. So this is again a really fun item to include. Then with the book, they also included a little bonus. It says from Twinkle with Love. It's like a little popcorn keychain. I again always have a use for keychains, so we'll get use out of this. And the book looks like this. It's by Sandia Menon. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but I'll read you the premise of this because it does sound interesting. It says, Twinkle Mahara has stories she wants to tell and universes she wants to explore. If only the world would listen. So when fellow film geek Sahil Roy approaches her to direct a movie for the upcoming Midsummer Night Art Festival, Twinkle is all over it. The chance to publicly showcase her voice as a director, dreams come true. The fact that it gets her closer to longtime crush Neil Roy, aka Sahil's twin brother, dream come true ×2. When Mystery Man N begins emailing her, Twinkle is sure it's Neil, finally ready to begin their happily ever after. The only slightly inconvenient problem is that in the course of movie making, she's fallen in love with the irresistibly adorable Sahil. Twinkle soon realizes that resistance is futile. The romance she's got is not the one she scripted, but will it be enough? Told through the letters Twinkle writes to her favorite female filmmakers, From Twinkle with Love navigates big truths about friendship, family, and the unexpected places love can find you. I think the idea of that being told through letters, I think is really intriguing. Like the storyline itself is kind of like your basic teenage girl romance book, basic like that, so I'm sure I'm gonna like this particular book. I'm currently doing a lot of reading right now for the 9th grade curriculum that I'm trying to update, so I've not had a whole lot of time for fun, pleasurable free reading, but when school resumes, interestingly enough, I'll be able to do more free reading as I read at night before I go to bed to kind of like calm myself down. The other item that was included in that box that I don't have for you guys because I've already been using it is a beach towel that they put in there that says, My summer is booked. I will cut to a clip of it for you guys because I thought it was really, really cute. And again, just like a really fun way to show off your love of books in ways that are practical. I don't necessarily need a mug or tea every single month, but I like those more like out of the box type things. All right, let us move on to July's theme, which was strange and unusual. This one's a little spooky. I'm not quite sure I would put this up in my classroom. I don't know if it has like the positive, happy vibes I try to go for. The first thing we have is this little banner that says "Stay Peculiar," which I think is really fun and definitely something that I would hang up on my little quotes wall that I have in my classroom. We also got these push pins, which are little skulls. I really like these too. I definitely will get use out of these. We use push pins here at the house for our bulletin board that we have, and then I also hang things up at school for any like calendars or notices that we get at the start of the school year, any of like those reminder stuff. I hang them up on my bulletin board by my desk. Then we got these Ouija Mystifying Mints, which I think is fun. They're made by Hasbro, which I think is a little bit odd to know that a toy company makes candy, but I'm sure that these will be totally fine and enjoyable to eat. They also included a little like wristlet, which I don't know how I feel about it. It says, "The head is too wise, the heart is all fire." The reason I hesitate on this is because I'm not sure I would actually use something like this. I typically have something that's a bit more like flexible or durable, but I'm not ruling it out. Like, I might end up using it. We'll definitely give it a try. You guys know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, based on my what's in my purse. I do a lot of mini golfing, and I'm not sure this would be mini golf friendly compared to the other wristlet that I currently have, but definitely not opposed to it. And it's a really beautiful, if nothing else, it's a really beautiful clutch. We got some additional bonus art of this whale with a bunch of things on his back. Then we got something which I think is really fun. It's a keychain from Stranger Things. This is the figurine of Dustin. And I really like Dustin out of all of the different people on Stranger Things, so happy to have him. Then we got a sticker, which I think is precious, from Luna Lovegood. It says, "You're just as sane as I am." I think this is so cute. I don't know where I'll put this because I currently have a laptop, but I'm not fully convinced it's gonna last me too much longer. And so I will be so sad if I put stickers on a laptop that doesn't have a lot of life left and then I lose all those stickers. So I'm kind of just like making a little pile of stickers like this. And when I either get a new laptop or some more like permanent surface that I can put them on, I'll definitely be putting this on there. So the next thing we have, I'm intrigued by it, but it's a little weird to me. This is the Thornfield Hall. Essentially, it's like a diorama that you can color and then set up. It says that they're doing a contest on Instagram. This goes in conjunction with the book that we received this month, which is My Plain Jane. It's written by 3 authors. I don't have a lot of experience reading books that are by multiple authors. The premise is also a little bit interesting. It says, best friends with a ghost, Jane has endured years of hardship and misery and is ready to embark on a new life as a governess at Thornfield Hall. She's rather poor, she's rather plain, also she has terrible taste in men. Just try to tell her no, Charlotte is an aspiring novelist, and she's determined to capture her friend Jane's story, even if it means worming her way into the most epic ghost hunt this side of Wuthering Heights. Ghost hunter extraordinaire Alexander is an agent of the Society for the Relocation of Wayward Spirits. He's about to discover something very disturbing going on at a little place called Thornfield. Reader, there will be murder, mayhem, conspiracy, and of course, romance. Prepare for an adventure of gothic proportions in which all is not as it seems and a certain gentleman, Mr. Rochester, is hiding more than skeletons in his closet. I don't know. I'm not a super big fan of rewriting of classics. I don't know. It just never really like pulled me in. I like different perspective writing. Like, I enjoy the retelling of The Wizard of Oz through the witch's eyes. I enjoy like the retelling of Cinderella through the stepsister's eyes, but I'm not necessarily a fan of just like a retelling in like a weird angle per se. I'll definitely still read it. There are very few books from OwlCrate that I have read that I have disliked. There are a few, but not many, so I'll be open-minded to it, but this is definitely not a book I would have picked up off the shelf and wanted to read myself. But that is it for me. If you have read either of these books or you've heard anything about them, let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon.